Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Owens. He's got him. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
The Longhorns have a first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's Owens. Catch in the middle. It's Simon. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. Four-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Caught over the middle, it's Wingo. Put it right on him, sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll finally put the. put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Owens. Looking for the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Give to the running back. Still on his feet at the 40. Breaks into the open. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
At the 20, he's got space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he added the extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Owens. Caught in the backfield. It's Baxter. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Wingo. Got room at the 35. Turning it on. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver, so that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
Motion from the wideout. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Running into the open space. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Snagged out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Power football with the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
They'll leave it with him. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Let's talk about Alabama. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll keep it on the ground, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. West Virginia is ahead right now, but that's not exactly Major Harris out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the set. Here we go.
They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Owens. Setting up the screen. Breaks the tackle. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Going to sling it on second down. Fires to the right. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Wingo. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. And with that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw again. The short hands, it's Lockett. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Lockett. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Second down coming up. Looking for a man. It's Owens. Makes the grab.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And the Longhorns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Caught behind the line. It's Simon. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wide receiver comes in motion. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Got it! They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. It is good! And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hale. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Finding an escape route. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. This crowd knows when to bring it. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The noise level is relentless here on second down. Back to throw, it's Russell. Grabbed in the middle, it's Edwards. Touchdown tie! And that one will give him the lead. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 11 to Clemson. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The offense changing the play. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Wants to fire on second down. Fires one high and deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
That's a really nice-looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Owens. Completes the shuffle pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
The Longhorns are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it behind the line. It's Simon. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And he had just enough to will that one home. That brings him to within 1.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Russell. Oh, they're after him. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back to pass. Got a man. It's Hale. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. And my quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Four wide out set, two on either side on 2nd and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Hale. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. To the air, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them.
There he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to add another. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. And the offense will accept the penalty and move the ball forward. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking for a man. It's Owens. Takes the easy one to the back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Looking to fire. Gonna let it fly. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40.
Hey, some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here comes that Alabama offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on the side.
Breaks into the open. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
And listen, the defense has made it a priority to try to rip the football free. You saw them that time really trying to go for that turnover, but nice job breaking tackles. Really good ball security by the running back.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
I tell you what, 4th quarter, you're trying to get to the quarterback, trying to get the ball back to your offense. But nice pursuit. Nice job making the QB scramble outside of the pocket, chasing him down. And even better, you got a gift. He runs out of bounds, so now the clock stops. Now you're saving time late in the ball game when it's really going to matter.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. There is no doubt. At this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. And the try is no good. Still up by 8 after the miss.
And I like the decision. To go up by more than a touchdown in the fourth quarter is the right call, but the execution doesn't come through. Now this football game is totally different. You don't have a two-score lead. Your defense is going to have to step up for you in a big moment late in this football game.
Motion from the wideout. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
On the ready.
Might be changing the route. To throw, it's Owens. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Beck's going for the goal line. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Well, the best goal line and red zone offenses are always the ones that can run the football. And here's an opportunity for this offense down close to the goal line late to see if they can punch one in and take a commanding lead.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running it.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Nebraska is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Lincoln. One of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Clemson. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Cricket.
Handoff from the gun. At the 35, he's loose. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Firing to the right, complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Lockett. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
3:25.
Back to pass, it's Owens. Grab near the sticks, it's Wingo. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Clark. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to go up top. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Back to pass on second down. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports